Hey y'all, in today's video, I'm going to spill all the tea on how I got this voluminous defined wash and go. We'll be using Curl Day Shine Gel as my base and the 𝚱 Curl Defining Mousse as my topper. My hair has been washed and conditioned and there's no leave-in. Notice I did not say deep condition, but my hair still felt pretty juicy because I had it underneath this plastic bag. I went ahead and put my hair into 6 sections because I want to work in smaller sections. That is something that I struggle with doing when I do wash and goes. I'm also trying not to use a ton of product, but I do want to make sure that my coils are covered from almost root to tip and evenly distributed. I don't want any flakes. I just want to make sure the coils are good. So of course I started with the gel and now I want to brush it through to distribute it evenly. I might even add just a little more water to this section just to make sure it's saturated. It gives me a little more hydration and also gives me a little more length, right? So I'm gonna brush that through and do all of this before I take too much mousse. But it's really hard to judge how much foam you are actually putting on your hair sometimes. I didn't think that that was too much, but I think it was too much for this section. Now, I don't feel like I have to do a lot for coil definition. My hair kind of defines itself, but I am trying to clump it together a little bit just so I can get more defined coils. Because if my coils are curled like individually, it just looks like a frizzy poof. This Curl Day Shine Gel is one of my absolute faves. As you can see, my hair is staying elongated. It typically has a harder hold, which is why I opted to try it out with a mousse today, but it just works so great for my hair, and I love that it's so accessible that you can like pick it up at Target. If we look past all the whiteness, I think my hair is looking great thus far. I'm trying my best to keep my hands clean in between the product switch up, so I do have an extra towel beside me that after I apply the foam, I'm like wiping my hands off before I stick my hand into the gel. I don't know, I just don't want to mix the products. I want to layer the products, if that makes sense. This 𝚱 mousse is nice, and I want to say buttery, but it just has like a thicker consistency, which I love. And I do believe that adding the water in between layering the products is giving me that extra slip and increasing that curl definition. I'm just gonna go ahead and admit it, I did have flakes while using these products together, and even when I used this mousse in the past, I had flakes. I think I'm just product heavy when it comes to 𝚱 because I always get flakes when I use their products, but they work really well. So now I'm just shaking it out, really making sure my coils aren't sticking together, making sure I'm getting the part right, and making sure my hair is placed before I diffuse it. And you guys, looky what I got. It's the Dyson Airwrap for curlies. I was so excited to try this out with this diffuser because it's actually larger than the one on the Dyson Supersonic, but I'll do a whole video on this later. The clips of me diffusing are not sped up, they're just chopped obviously, but I really don't have a technique when it comes to diffusing my hair. I simply want to make sure that the roots are really dry. Most importantly, it's cooler now and I was going out this night, so definitely wanted to make sure the roots were dry. Also, you see me doing a lot of bending because I want the air to get through the clumps of coils. I don't want them to be smashed down and together. So that's why you see me leaning to the side or leaning forward, because I'm trying to get like a 360 dry in place. I only diffused my hair for about 20 minutes. It wasn't completely dry, but like I said, I was going out, so I also needed to eat before I finished my hair, so I let it air dry for the remainder before stretching it, because your wash and go needs to be fully dry before you stretch it. At this point, I'm dressed and I'm almost ready to go. So I pull out the 𝐴𝐻noʄ, I believe that's what this attachment is called. And that is what I use to stretch my hair. Once again, no rhyme or reason this day to stretching my hair. I just wanted to make sure I could give it a shape and see if I could give my hair, you know, just a little more bounce in body. I'm taking random section. I'm focusing the air on my roots. I'm just kind of lightly grabbing the ends because I don't want to stretch the ends. I want to keep that definition intact, and I'm trying my best not to frizz my hair out. So as you can see, I'm hitting the same spot multiple times. I actually try to do it in different directions so I can make sure my hair has like full movement. This attachment is supposed to like smooth flyaways and lay your hair down, but I think it's doing a really great job of stretching my hair. It allowed me to place the airflow and heat in the direction that I really needed it, and gave me more of a controlled air stretch type situation. And as you can see, I feel like my wash and go is looking really lovely. Typically, when my hair has a harder hold to it, I would use some type of oil or serum to stretch my hair because it also breaks the cast. But in this situation, my hair was a lot softer, so I wanted to maintain any hold that I did have. So to wrap this video up, I really loved my results day one, but unfortunately this did not last. My hair was dry. I probably needed to use a leave-in, and I really didn't like the flakes. So I'm gonna try and figure out another combination with this gel and another mousse. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you all, and I will see you guys in the next one.